Welcome to ACTIONCADES. We'll be doing a master tutorial today. First things first, we gotta change our controller. This one feels more familiar to the SNES Punch-Out version. More ease of use if you ask me. We're gonna do a little recap first for beginners, and then we'll get to the good stuff to beat those times. Indeed. The importance of the white bar. We all know that we have to charge it all the way up. Once you connect, you'll see that you get the white bar. This means that once you connect again, you'll be able to get your opponent dizzy. Not only that, but you'll be able to counterattack as well. But you'll only be able to counterattack with power punches and power kicks. Jabs, we'll get to that later on the master tutorial later on. Right now we're just doing a recap of the basics. So, to give you a better example, I connected once, there's my white bar, and now I'm able to counter. I'm waiting for him. Dizzy, deliver your combo. And that is a white bar. For more information, you can go back to the first tutorial that I made for beginners. We're just doing a quick recap and then to the good stuff. And now we're gonna be talking about the infamous neutral block. This block was annoying to a lot of people, because a lot of times it doesn't seem like a neutral block, it seems like something you can dodge. But basically you just stand there. If any of you guys play Punch-Out, basically you just stand there. I'm gonna talk about what I'm doing there when I switch sides and switch my stance in the master tutorial. But right now I just want to get over the whole neutral block. There's a couple of characters that do have it. Let's go to them now. Of course, the demon himself, Yujiro, has a neutral block. Let's see if I can find it real quick. There it is. It's his super. If you get that far, it's his super towards the end. His first hit, you just stand there. Just take the hit. Whoops. Take the hit, then to the left, and you block up right after. Take the hit. Let's see, another example of neutral block would be Mr. Doppo. As you can see, I got him already with the white bar. My power punch, but he was doing his own thing, so I dodged. Waited for his attack, which I neutral blocked. Another example of neutral block would be Hanma. They wrote hammer, but it's Hanma. Baki's brother. You have to block twice, just stand there. It does take stamina from you. Keep that in mind. It does take stamina. And then you block it. Another person yet again with a neutral block would be Mr. Retsu. I think this is the last guy with a neutral block. And there it is, that punch. It's not the hammer punch. He does a punch similar to Katsumi. That punch should have been so much better. Have you seen the anime? He knocked out Katsumi with that one punch. Whatever. I'm gonna get into that later on. Now, jabbing is not priority in this game. Unlike Punch-Out, that you counter and then you make him dizzy, and then you knock him out. But this game is essentially just to do his combo and build up gauge. If you start playing the punch out game on this game, you're gonna have a bad time. There's even people putting up videos in which they have a bad time in this game because they're playing punch out. This game has its similarities, but it's not punch out. One of the best ways to utilize the jab, besides the combo of course, is when your opponent is doing a power move. You could actually jab him a couple of times, gain some gauge. I think you gain more gauge this way than you do trying to counter his move. If you're actually gonna play the punch out way, just remember that that punch is still coming. You still have to dodge regardless if you punch it. The power punches are what matters in this game. Power punches make them dizzy. Any more information that you need on this regard, you may want to look at my beginner's tutorial. This is for master tutorial to master your time, have better times, and score better games. Now for some tricks of the trade. As you already know, power punches are with L1 and R1. L1 and R1. In order to change your stance while you're doing a power punch, let's say you're holding your power punch like I am now, but you want to change your stance because it's the wrong position. So, you tap it twice, you change your position, but in my case I was too late. So in order to break that stance, I pressed up to block up and then immediately leave it alone. Because when you leave it alone, that's right, a neutral block. See that again? Change stance, neutral block. Change stance, broke stance, neutral block. I only tap up momentarily, just tap it. Just tap up just to break the stance and then let it be. See, I press up right there and then let it go so I can neutral block his attack. Alright, as you already know how to kick ass, let me give you some pointers. Now, level 3 is a good finisher. However, when you're fighting the other characters, heavier characters, more difficult characters, and you want to save some time, you might want to consider level 2 and do various of those. And you can save the level 3 for a finisher, because the level 3 takes, let's count. 1, 2, 3, 4 seconds plus the starter. Let's see. It takes a second when he's in the air. Let's slow-mo it. Because even though I'm in the air, that animation is still taking time to then execute the animation. So it takes from 4 to 5 seconds to do the level 3, and it probably takes 2 to 3 seconds to do the level 2, maybe 2 seconds. And level 1, there's something very special about level 1 that I'm going to show you right now. Oh, a little quick thought about the jabs. Now, the jabs essentially don't do much in this game, unlike Punch-Out. In Punch-Out, that's why a couple of Punch-Out players are frustrated, due to the fact that a jab counters people in Punch-Out. It actually even gets them dizzy. In this game, you already know, I already explained in the white bar, how people get dizzy in this game. Those are not the rules of this game. But what you can do is get some of that gauge up. Because maybe it doesn't do much to jabs, but at least you can get your gauge up while damaging a little bit the opponent. But while he's in this power stance, you can't really do much unless you have the white bar to counter his attack. But at least you can gain some of your gauge, power gauge, in order to deliver a power blow. Now, oh, the level 1. Now, after you execute a level 1, let's see how much time it takes. As you can see, level 1 takes about 1, 2, 3 seconds? Was it 2 seconds or 3 seconds? That's why level 2 is the way to go. Because if you're gonna take 2 or 3 seconds, you might as well make it powerful. But this is the beauty of the level 1. And right after you engage level 1, in many characters, and not all characters, but in many characters, you could actually hit him again to gain that white bar, and now you can counter whatever move he comes out next. And this can give you an edge to get those fast times. Final thoughts? Purple Tree, where is our DLC? People are hungry, and they're hungry to destroy. Especially after this tutorial. Well, they had a harsh opening. People from Punch-Out didn't like it too much. As I explained before, Baki fans, some Baki fans don't like it. You know, they have some mistakes. Basically because most of their knowledge of this game comes from the Netflix Baki instead of the whole franchise. You know, like Jack Hammer instead of Jack Hanma. There's probably other mistakes that I don't know of, but yeah, there's more. On the update, there's a lot of good suggestions that people have made, especially the one of knocking people down, and how is it that they get up with all their stamina? I mean, come on. If you're beating the crap out of them like you're seeing now, they should get up with half their stamina, or just 2 rounds instead of 3. They could do something with that. Well, let's see what happens if they ever do give an update. Where is the online rankings? We're still waiting on that. Any type of rankings at all. And lastly, let's bring in some circuits at least. 4, 8, 12. 3 different circuits with 4 characters, or 3 characters with 4 circuits. These survivals are brutal. 12 characters, that's quite the grind there, whoever does that. It's pretty grueling, especially the demon mode all the way through. Well, you're gonna have to get really good in order to do that, but there could be some circuits, why not? Look, picked up something from this tutorial here, shave some seconds there, and create some records of your own. Like and subscribe for more in ACTIONCADES. I also have some Baki videos there if you want to check those out. They're funny as well. I got a lot of cool stuff if you want to check out my channel. Well, keep on rocking and kick ass out there. Later.
Come and get some. I dare you.
Round 1. Fight.